The Young and the Restless spoilers. Tuesday update. The 19th of May, 2026. Welcome back to our channel. It's a beautiful day to dive deep into the latest Genoa City drama, and we are so ready to unpack all the madness that just went down. Grab your coffee and let's get right into it. I cannot believe they are actually doing this. I mean, I am sitting here typing furiously late at night because my jaw is literally on the floor after watching this latest episode. Are we seriously supposed to accept that Patty Williams is now playing savior to Matt Clark? And that Nick Newman, the supposed moral compass of the Newman family, is letting Phyllis Summers play him like a cheap fiddle? I am so frustrated, but at the same time I am completely and utterly hooked. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's rewind, because there is just so much to unpack here, and my brain is going a million miles an hour. So let's start with the whole Adam and Chelsea situation, because I need to vent. Can we talk about this conversation they just had? Chelsea is standing there, trying to be the supportive partner, saying she totally gets why Adam's brother wants Matt off the streets. And she's right. Matt is a menace. But then Adam drops the absolute truth bomb that Nick is still using drugs and that his mind is completely clouded. Adam literally says that fentanyl makes Nick feel good. Fentanyl. I've been watching this show since 2015, and seeing Nick Newman, the golden boy, spiral this hard into addiction is honestly one of the darkest and most compelling things they've ever done. Because usually it's Adam who is the mess. Usually Adam is the one making terrible choices while Nick sits on his high horse judging him. But now Adam is the one seeing things clearly. Adam is the one realizing that Nick is not operating in reality right now. I know some people are loving this role reversal, but personally, it breaks my heart to see Nick this desperate. Am I the only one who feels like the writers are pushing Nick past the point of no return? And speaking of Nick being desperate, we have to talk about his absolute train wreck of a deal with Phyllis. I was screaming at my screen. Nick actually asks Phyllis if she is going to hand Matt over to him. And of course, because she is Phyllis Summers, she hits him with the not so fast. Because God forbid Phyllis does something purely out of the goodness of her heart. She wants a contract. She wants all the charges dropped against her. And she wants to stay at Nick's company. I mean, the absolute audacity of this woman. She is literally holding a man hostage in a basement. She is drowning in AI evidence that Victor and Christine have piled against her, and her master plan is to blackmail Nick Newman. And the worst part is that Nick is actually going along with it. He tells her he'll handle it. Just win, I'll make sure my dad lets this go. Okay, back to the point. Does Nick honestly believe that Victor Newman is going to just let this go? Remember when they tried this kind of secret deal back in the day? Yeah, didn't work then either. Victor is going to crush them both when he finds out Nick is making backdoor deals with his mortal enemy. But then we get the scene at Crimson Lights, and oh my God, I was living for the drama. Phyllis walks in, probably thinking she's a criminal mastermind, and runs right into Sharon, and bless Esther Valentine, because that woman is the MVP of Genoa City gossip. Esther totally snitched to Sharon that Phyllis had just bought 2 coffees. So Phyllis immediately gets defensive, accusing Sharon of trying to guilt trip her for buying too much coffee. Like, really, Phyllis? That's the best cover story you have? And Sharon just absolutely loses it. She screams at her right there in the middle of the coffee house. No, I'm trying to make you feel remorse for buying coffee for Matt. It was for him, wasn't it? Yes, Sharon. Go off. I love it when Sharon stops playing the sweet, understanding therapist and just lets her protective mama bear energy out. Nick had already told Sharon everything, so she knows exactly what Phyllis is up to. She literally begs Phyllis to do the right thing. But what does Phyllis do? She lies straight to Sharon's face and says the coffee is for Lauren Fenmore. I kind of felt bad for Lauren in that moment, being dragged into this mess without even knowing it. Phyllis is so deep in her own lies, she can't even see a way out. So then Nick goes to meet with Christine, and I'm sorry, but I have to give credit where credit is due. I usually find Christine um, incredibly annoying. I mean, they don't call her the bug for nothing, but she was the only one making any sense in this entire episode. She looks at Nick and asks the most logical question: why not turn Matt over? Why not bring both to justice? Exactly. But Nick is so blinded by his need to get Matt that he demands she focus on Matt and ignore Phyllis. And Christine, being the sharp lawyer she is, immediately connects the dots. She realizes Nick has no idea where Matt is, but Phyllis does. When she said, "You're letting her blackmail you, Nick. What is wrong with you?" I literally clapped. Because what is wrong with him? He is risking his family, his freedom, and his company, all because he thinks he can outsmart Matt and Phyllis while high on fentanyl. It is a disaster waiting to happen, and I am dreading the moment Victor finds out. Wait, I need to take a breath because we haven't even gotten to the craziest part of the episode yet. The park scene, Chancellor Park, Patty Williams and Matt Clark. I mean, what? I am still trying to process this alliance. Patty Williams meets Matt at the park, and she is acting like they are old friends catching up over tea. Matt is playing his fake amnesia card so hard right now. We all know he's faking it, but he is putting on the performance of a lifetime. He tells Patty he's completely freaked out because he just found out his enemies are the Newman family, and he doesn't even know why he's being targeted. And Patty, bless her unhinged heart, just nods along and says her family hates her too. Can we just pause and remember who Patty Williams is? This is the woman who poisoned Summer Newman. This is the woman who has terrorized Jack Abbott for decades. And now she is giving life advice to Matt Clark. It is so absurd, but I kind of love it. Matt asks her what Phyllis said about him, and he actually says he thinks Phyllis is nice. Patty looks at him with so much sympathy and says he really needs a friend. She admits that most of what Phyllis told him is true, but then she tries to defend herself. She says she got treatment, she's better now, but the townspeople just won't accept it, so she's decided to be brave and resilient. I mean, the delusion is strong with this one. And then Matt starts trauma bonding with her. He says he feels this deep kinship with her, like they are the same person. He starts wondering what he could have possibly done to make the Newmans hate him so much. He says maybe there's no way I can redeem myself because maybe the things I've done are worse than I can imagine. Okay, I know Matt is a total villain, but the actor delivered that line so well, I almost felt a tiny sliver of pity for him. Almost. Because then I remembered he's a manipulative psychopath who is currently faking amnesia to destroy everyone. Contradicting myself here, I know, but you guys get what I mean. He is so good at being bad. But the real kicker, the moment that made me jump off my couch, was when Patty told Matt he needs to get his memory back. Matt plays the victim, saying he can't live like this, it's not a life. And then Patty leans in and drops the warning. She tells Matt, do not trust Phyllis. She reminds him that Phyllis used to be married to a Newman. She's not your friend, Matt. She's lying to you and setting a trap. I was screaming. Patty Williams is the one exposing Phyllis Summers. Matt tries to play it cool, saying he's a good judge of character and doesn't think Phyllis would lie. But Patty is not having it. She tells him to leave it alone because she is going to handle Phyllis. Patty Williams is going to handle Phyllis Summers. Let that sink in. I am terrified and thrilled all at once if Patty goes after Phyllis while Phyllis is already dealing with Sienna Bacall, Victor's AI trap, and Christine's legal threats. Phyllis is going to absolutely crack. I don't know if I'm here for it or if I'm dreading it, but I know I am going to be glued to my screen next week. The writers are weaving this massive, tangled web of crazy, and I am so invested. Nick is spiraling, Adam is panicking, Sharon is screaming in coffee shops, and Patty is teaming up with Matt. This is classic soap opera gold, and I just needed to share this with people who actually get it. Let me know what you guys think, because I am going to be thinking about this all night.